All right, we're back at it once again. We got NISPEY the homie with us in the building, represent all the ways from Senegal, originally from Guinea, but residing in Senegal, Dakar, Senegal, West Africa. So we're going to chop it up for the next hour, see what's going on in West Africa right now, what's the flavor over there, what's the sounds like over there, and how he got into the whole production game. So the beat tape is out. What's the name of the beat tape you got out right now?
The name of the beat tape is Alive.
High Life.
Alive.
Okay.
Yeah, Alive.
All right. So let's jump right into that. That's a good place to start. So High Life, as we know, is originally, well, I guess West Africa can claim it, but Ghana is it's mostly known from Ghana.
Yeah, you know the thing.
Right. And that's more like 60s, 70s. It's more like traditional music from Ghana. So give me the background from your perspective on what High Life means to you, and then we could bring it up to date with what it is right now.
But for me, High Life just means like the origin of music, of African music, like Hello.
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah. The it's the origin of African music. Okay. So that's just inspired me to make some beat tape.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Now, would it represent all? Because as I said, for me, it's specific. It's very specific. Like you have some artists that are very specific to Nigeria, although we think of them as all of Africa. Like some people might think Davido represents all of Africa. In some regards, he does, but he's very specific to Nigeria. Wizkid is very specific to Nigeria. Then you have other people like Shatta Wale, very specific to Ghana.
Mm-hmm. So from Ghana, yeah.
Or Akon, very specific to Senegal. So artists have a very specific region to come from. But when you say High Life, you're representing it as all of Africa.
Yeah.
All right. So now walk us from that standpoint to what you have today. Because we don't call it High Life. Now it's called Afrobeat. Now it's called Afrobeats with an S on it. So there's a lot of different things that are coming up. And Africa has like so many different genres, although those are the big ones. Sure. Like South Africa has their vibe, East Africa has their vibe, Northern Africa, Central Africa. Everybody has their own vibe, but it's been lumped under this one big umbrella called Afrobeats. So how do you feel about that sound, Afrobeats, and what does that mean to you now?
Afrobeat is just like a bouncing beat type. That's just.
We got you.
Afrobeat it just like the African music stuff.
It's the up to date, it's the now stuff, the bouncy stuff.
The
clubby stuff. Okay.
So
for production now, let's get into hip hop now, and let's bring it to today. How did you get into hip hop music as opposed to the traditional High Life and Afrobeat? What's your introduction to hip hop?
But for the High Life, you need to know that the inspiration comes to me when I was in Ghana.
Okay.
Last years. So that's just the thing.
Right.
I think.
Okay. So hip hop. Yeah. Where is your introduction to hip hop? Where do you check in at in hip hop, in the timeline of hip hop?
But I can say that it's much more like when I was 13 years old. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was listening to some rappers, like French rappers, Section d'Assaut.
Okay.
Their name, they call it. So they inspired me a lot.
They're based in France?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
France.
All right. On this side of the continent, or this side of the world, I should say, who would be your hip hop influences over like America, Canada, the Western side?
Yeah, like 21 Savage.
Okay.
Very inspiring.
Okay. So that's what I was trying to get to. What timeline do you check in at? Because sometimes I'll ask somebody and they say, okay, 50 Cent got them into hip hop, or Pac got them into hip hop. So I'm just trying to understand what timeline you're running with of how you got introduced to hip hop being in West Africa. So 21 Savage is your introduction to hip hop.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right. So with that being said, let's jump into the beat tape, because that's good to give a reference point for what you're hearing based on where you checked in at. So the first track off the beat tape is called Morning Vibe. What inspired the beat tape? What made you want to put together a beat tape in the first place?
Yeah, you know, the story behind this first track, this first beat. In fact, I did it with my homies, you know, Envy, shout out to him, you know. So we did it when I came back from Ghana, you know, and I was in Guinea. Then because of the COVID, the health workers didn't allow us to go to our families, you know.
Right.
And the next week I returned home safe
Right.
and sound, you know. And I was with family now. And so early the next day, I unpacked my boxes, like the equipment that I brought from Ghana,
Right.
like new sound card, new pair of monitors, headphone, and MIDI keyboard. You know,
Okay.
basically the new studio equipment. You know.
Right.
So and I was really excited to try them on in my bedroom. So a few minutes later, after the installation, it knocked on the door, you know, and I went to see who it was. And there it was my homie. My homie was standing with a scent. I don't know how we call it. Scent. A scent.
Incense.
You know.
Right.
No. A scent. A scent. Like it's some kind of piano. You know.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then I didn't just know where he took it, but shout out to Envy, you know. The guy just came in with the scent in his hand and handed it to me and saying that, yo man, let's produce something dope chill beat.
Okay.
You know. Then is and that's how the idea come to us to create this beat.
Okay. All right.
With the basic instrument of the scent, you know.
Right. All right. Well, let's get into it. Morning Vibe, first track. This is NISPEY the homie. And
Yeah.
let's check it out.
NISPEY to the speed, boy.
Nice way to open the track. Nice way to open the beat tape up. So with that being said, do you go back into the history of hip hop? I know you said you entered in the 21 era. Do you go back even before that, like to hear artists for like a 50 Cent or a Tupac or a Biggie? Are you going back to dig into the history of hip hop, or you're just comfortable where you started at and just going forward from there?
I'm comfortable with the the started point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because hip hop goes back. You got like 30 years before.
Yeah, sometimes I used to listen like the old tape, you know.
Right.
like Tupac,
Right.
50 Cent, Biggie,
Okay.
and so.
Okay. What is the current state of hip hop in Guinea and Senegal and Ghana for that point? The places that you move around in West Africa, what is hip hop like in those regions right now?
But we are doing hip hop every day. Like we just trying to do to mix hip hop with African things.
Right.
Like yeah, like adding some djembe on the trap beat, to
Okay.
see how.
Okay. Are we gonna hear some of that in the beat tape?
Y- Yeah,
Okay.
sure,
Okay.
sure, for
All right.
sure.
All right. Well, let's get into track number 2. This is called Sunshine. I don't
Yeah.
think there needs to be any explanation. Africa is very hot, so I don't think we need any explanation behind this one. Track number 2.
Yeah, sure.
This is Sunshine. This is NISPEY the homie. Let's do it.
Sunshine on my
NISPEY to this big boy.
Was that a reggae artist that said the Sunshine?
It's come from a sample. This sample comes from a reggae artist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Almost sounded like a Marley, one of the Marleys, Damian Marley or somebody. But
Mm.
dope. So you mix up. So where you're at is bilingual, French and English.
Yeah, but I'm most like I speak French every day.
Okay.
English is my second language.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. All right, dope. So does that have any influence into your sound? Because even the song, some of the beats are named in French, some are named in English.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So you mix
Yeah,
everything
yeah,
together.
sure.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And equipment wise, you were mentioning about the keyboard, the synth. What equipment are
Yeah.
you using right now? What's your arsenal looking like?
Yeah, right now I'm using studio monitors, like it's and Precision News E5C,
Okay.
and I'm using sound card and key and MIDI pad, like
Okay.
the Akai MIDI pad,
Okay.
Akai Fire.
AK Fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So is this stuff in Africa? Like you're buying this locally, or you having to ship this in from Europe or America or whatnot?
I bought it when I was in Ghana, locally.
Okay. So they're selling
Yeah.
like hardware in Ghana right now.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. What are they?
Yeah.
Is it like rolling native instruments? Is it just specific things you could get, or you can just get a wide variety of stuff?
But you can get a wide range of stuff. But there is an official store for Yamaha stuff
Okay.
and Precision News too.
Okay, very dope,
Yeah,
very dope. So that's dope. You can
yeah,
get the equipment. Are you messing with software? What's obviously with Akai Fire, so you're using FL Studio?
yeah, for sure. FL
Okay.
gang.
Okay, FL Gang is in the building. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
All right, let's get into track number 3. This is called, now this is in French, so I'm gonna practice my
Yeah,
French out. Sur la côte,
yeah, it's like that sur la côte.
sur la
It
côte.
means like, yeah, it means like on the coast, like on the coast, like West Coast,
Okay, okay.
but in Africa, you
Right.
know.
Okay. So
Yeah,
sur la côte on the coast. All right, let's jump
yeah.
into it. This is track number 3. This is NISPEY the homie representing Guinea, currently residing in Senegal.
Senegal,
Um,
Dakar.
but let's jump into it. Track number 3, sur la côte.
Yeah.
And the beat tape is called High Life. Let's do it.
NISPEY to the speed, boy.
C'est la côte on the coast, chilling
Yo,
on the west coast. Very, very
yeah,
nice. Very
yeah,
dope.
another thing. Yeah, sure.
How do you feel being in battles? You've been in a few battles before. How does it feel like being in online battles with your beats?
Yeah, I feel like, yeah, very good because it was my first try,
Right.
and that's just helped me to improve my beat,
Right, right.
like the sound in my beat.
Are you making all
And
your beats with battle in mind, or you're making it just for artists, for battles, for different things?
no, I'm just doing it to like for different things, like
Okay.
for artists sometime,
Okay.
and yeah.
Are you connecting with artists just in like Africa, West Africa, or are you trying to get your music to America, Canada, UK? How are you going about trying to connect with artists, and what's your idea about connecting with artists?
But right now I'm just connecting like I'm connect I myself with the artists in Africa, especially in Guinea.
Okay.
You know, yeah, I got a lot of friends that's Like they are rapping, and
Okay.
they just like the vibe of my beat.
They got
So
bars. They got bars.
yeah, yeah, sure.
Okay. Okay. Are they rapping? Are they rapping in French and English, or just either one or the other?
Yeah, yeah. One of the
Okay.
like yeah,
So some are English rappers, some are French rappers.
sure, yeah,
Okay. I gotta hear. I gotta hear some of your music. We gotta talk. I want to hear some more of the music with the artists on it.
okay,
Hearing
sure,
the beat is dope, but I want to hear the whole complete picture with the song, with the lyrics, the bridge, the chorus. I want to hear the whole, get the whole feel for it. But
yeah,
this
sure.
is Nispey the homie. Now, where did the name come from, Nispey? I know it was Nispey before. Now you added the homie, but where did Nispey? Because most people are gonna confuse it with Nipsey
Yeah,
Hustle. So
sure,
where did you
sure,
get the
sure,
name Nispey from?
sure. You know, my name Nispi comes from my friends. You know, my childhood friends. So they just see me, saw me doing making beat. You know, and they just say, "Yo, man, you need a name." You say, and one of them told me that I should try Nispi. Nispi is like it's so short, you know, and easy to remember. And I
Okay.
just say yes, okay.
Now this had a
And
connect.
just actually,
Was it connected to
yeah,
Nipsey or not connected to Nipsey?
no, 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 no,
Okay.
just like that, just like that.
Okay. It just
And
happened.
so actually, yeah, yeah. Actually, I just added the Omi to it at the end to make it easier for people to find me, you know.
Okay.
Like when you search for Nipsey only on the internet,
Right.
you will see a lot of things about Nipsey Hussle,
Right.
like tribute to him, by the way, you know.
Right.
And yeah,
Okay. All comes together. I got it now. All right. Well,
yeah,
this is Nispey the homie. We're listening to the
yo,
beat tape called High Life. He's
yo,
representing Senegal, Guinea, but currently residing in Dakar, Senegal. We're gonna jump into track number
yeah,
4.
sure,
This is called "Oh Bled."
yeah, Obled.
Any reason why you call this track "Oh Bled"?
Uh, no, but it's like some African vibe on it, like African instrument, and
Okay.
like oblate in French is mean like I mean I'm in Africa, you know,
Okay.
oblate in Africa.
Okay.
So
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, let's jump into it. "Oh Bled," track number 4. This is Nispey the homie. Let's get it.
This bit that is big, boy.
I like the traditional stuff that you're incorporating. I think I find a lot of African producers sometimes, not all the time, but there's a lot who I've heard who they're only trying to sound like America or Canada or UK, like they're trying to sound like the outside world, which is cool. There's no issue with that. But I also appreciate the artists that try to keep it traditional and incorporate their traditional cultural sounds in it. And I hear the fusion with what you're doing, because some of the melodies, as someone told me, a lot of African music doesn't have chords in it. So it's hard. It's hard for some people to understand it because they're so programmed to hear chords. If they don't hear that, they're lost. But I like how you fused it together, so it can still, someone over here can still appreciate it. Someone on the continent can still hear their influence in it as well. So I like, I like how you're bridging the gap. Is there more of that coming up? We're gonna hear more of that.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So we look forward to hearing some more of that.
Yeah.
It's interesting, the fusion of it. It's definitely interesting to hear the fusion of it. If you go back even further in the past, artists like Fela Kuti, who was incorporating his sound, traditional like Nigerian, West African, high original, because he's like the father of like Afrobeat. But if you listen to some of his stuff, it almost sounded a little bit like James Brown stuff. So you got a little bit of the jazz, a little bit of the funk, the soul, the disco, the African music all fused together. So it's dope when you can bridge the gap. But let's get into the next track. This track is called Midday.
Midday, yeah, sure.
What inspired this track? Where is this track coming from?
But this track, is just like a trap vibe. Like it was midday. There is no particular story behind it, but yeah.
All right, let's jump into it.
Just like
track number 5, Midday. This is NISPEY the homie. Beat tape is called High Life. We'll get into where it's available shortly, but right now let's jump into the track Midday.
NISPEY to the speed, boy.
Track number 5, that was Midday. We got NISPEY the homie with us. We diving in deep into understanding the sounds coming out of Guinea, the sounds coming out of Senegal. So COVID has locked everything down over there, just like over here, correct?
Yeah, but right now we are a little bit more free.
Okay. Are they performances over there right now? People are doing shows right now or anything like that?
Yeah, sure.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Fortunate. I mean, in the U.S., it's starting to get like that. Canada is still very much locked down. So different parts of the
Whoa.
world are opening at different paces. Things are happening at different paces, which is interesting. But it's dope that it's opening up over there.
Mm.
So production wise, you mentioned what equipment you use. You mentioned FL and whatnot. How are you dealing with sampling? Like, what do you usually go to get your samples at? Or are you heavy on samples, or you prefer like creating it without samples? Like, what's your style of creating music?
Yeah, I prefer to start from scratch, like from the chord with any VST, because of in FL Studio we are a lot more using VST,
Right.
like piano, and so like
Okay. So
I don't like to use a lot of sample from uh, from from internet, like
okay.
Splice.
Right.
I just made it
That's not your
myself.
thing. That's not your thing.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So a sound like
Because I like to keep the creativity on my beat,
right.
you know.
Instrument
So
like the djembe. Are you incorporate? You said you incorporate that into your music.
yeah, sure.
So
Yeah.
how are you getting
Yeah.
that sound? Are you miking it to get the sound of the drum? The drum?
So yeah, first time, yeah, I was just using a mic, but along the time I found native instrument like West Africa. Um, I think it native instrument contact
Okay,
contact
contact.
player.
Right.
Yeah, I'm using that a lot
Okay.
in
That has
my
the djembe sounds in it?
yeah
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Dope, dope, dope. Contact. Shout out to Native Instruments on that one. All right.
Yes.
Well, we are down. We're halfway in the middle right now. We heard 5 tracks, which were dope. We're getting into the other half right now. Track number
Yeah.
6 is called Tropical Night.
Yeah.
Any story behind this beat? How this beat came to be?
But not particular story behind it,
Okay.
but it's just like the transition, like the beat tape started from the morning to
Right.
the night,
Okay.
and
Got you. I got you.
it's like
Okay. All right. So this is
yeah,
Tropical
like
Night. This is track number 6. This is Nispy the
yeah,
homie. Beat tape is called High Life. Let's jump into
yeah.
it. Tropical Night.
NISPEY did his big, boy.
Nice. That's a vibe, man. That had my mind just trailing off for a bit. That was a vibe. I like how you put that
Yeah,
together.
sure.
I like how you put that
Yeah,
together.
sure.
Nice, nice,
Yeah.
nice. Do you do any collaborations with other producers in your area, or you're like the sole dude in the area that holds everybody down for the beats?
Yeah, I like to do some of the collab, but it's not always with those who are around me. Sometimes I sometime I do collaborate with some producers from the world, like uh, like in Peru,
Okay, okay.
and Latin producers.
Right, right, right. So you're
Sometimes,
you're just meeting with them online and connecting with them
yeah,
online?
yeah, sure,
That
yeah,
must be an interesting meshing of sounds. South America and Africa, the sound. I mean, there's a lot of similarities, like the salsa, merengue. Like they got some sounds. Like Brazil and Congo have a lot of very strong connections.
sure,
So
sure,
different
yeah,
different parts have a, like a natural affinity towards each other. So that should be dope. I like to hear that. I like to hear some of that.
yeah,
All right, we're
yeah,
getting down to it. We got 4 more tracks. Up next is Midnight Blunt. Now, as you mentioned, you're starting from the morning, you're going to the night. So I can understand that
sure,
this is getting later in the day. So we're at midnight
yeah,
right
sure,
now. So let's get into this
yeah,
one, Midnight Blunt, track number 7.
sure.
Let's be the homie. Let's do it.
Listening to this beat.
I like that sampling. Is it insects or grasshoppers you were sampling?
Yeah, sure.
How did you? Are you actually live? Was that something you found on the internet, or you actually went out and recorded the sound of the insects?
Yeah, I recorded it myself with my phone.
That's
I was in
crazy.
Guinea. Yeah, I just get the idea of the beat when I heard the insight.
Right.
So yeah,
That's
that inspires
interesting.
me.
That's very very dope. Any kind of natural sounds that you could find in your country or any country, it's dope to capture that sound and flip it into hip hop because hip hop
Sure.
is open to
Yeah,
anything.
sure.
You could take anything, any
Yeah,
sound, a car, a bird, any the people talking, anything, and just sample it. So that's creative and dope.
yeah, sure. Yeah,
Midnight Blunt.
yeah, sure.
Um,
Yeah, sure.
what makes you get into the production zone or the creative zone? Like what does it take for you to wake up and say, all right, today I'm gonna make a beat? What does it take? Like some people, they have to have a drink or something. They have to have coffee, liquor, a cigarette, something else. What is it for you that makes you get into that creative zone that you want to create?
But for me, it's a motivation. It's most like a motivation,
Right.
And yeah, just in the morning, every day I produce. So
Okay.
yeah, it's just a motivation and things that happen to me
Right.
in my life.
Okay. Okay. But every
Yeah,
day you're making beats.
yeah, every day, every day.
Okay. Okay.
I had I have my own equipment.
Right.
So in my bedroom every day when I wake up,
It's right
just
there.
is to produce. Yeah.
Right, right, right. So you must have you. How did you pick these 16 tracks for your beat tape? Because you must have hundreds of songs in that case, hundreds of beats.
Yes, sure, yes.
So how did you
Uh, yeah. The beat tape, the tape alive. Uh, it's supposed to be released last year's. But I don't know why, but I just keep it
Okay.
to.
Probably COVID,
Yeah,
COVID, and it slowed everybody down, slowed everything down.
yeah, sure.
It changed everything around, so I can imagine that. All right, so now we went from morning to night. Now we're going beyond that. So the eighth track is called Space Cowboy. So
Yes, sir.
explain after you go from morning to midnight. I guess the only thing left is to go to space. Is that the idea?
Yes, sir. Like
Okay.
after the midnight blunt, space, you will
Okay.
get in space.
All right. All right. So track number 8 is Space Cowboy. I don't know what this is gonna sample. Maybe it's sampling an airplane or a jet. But anyway, let's find out. Space Cowboy number 8. NISPEY the homie. This is the High
Yeah,
Life
sure.
beat tape. Let's do it.
Sure.
NISPEY did his big, boy.
All right, that was Space Cowboy. Took flight. We took flight to another dimension, another planet.
Yes,
Nice.
sir.
I like the low end on that. I like how the low end, the sub sounded on that. Um, Who is some of the artists, if you had to pick a wish list of 3 artists you would like to work with? Could be in Africa, Europe, UK, Canada, America, South America. Who were like 3 artists if you had your wish that you would want to produce for?
In America, I wish to work with 21 Savage,
Okay.
Yeah, and then in Africa, I think is the guy or Stone Boy.
Stone Boy.
Stone Boy from
Ghana.
Ghana. Yeah, Stone Boy
Okay.
from Ghana and Burna Boy. Yeah,
Burna
Burna
Boy,
Boy.
Nigeria. Okay.
The guy's so dope.
Okay, so Stone Boy,
Like-
Burna Boy, and 21 Savage. What exactly about
Sure.
21 Savage that you like so much? What the style, how he spits? What is exactly about 21 that captured, that
Yeah.
got you interested?
Yeah, I like the style of music, like kind of dark,
Right.
and the beat is so dope,
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
I like
got
the
you.
things he said in the song.
Right. Who
Yeah.
who did your tag, your beat tag?
My beat tag,
The tag of mentioning your name on the beat. Who did that for you?
yeah, it was my friend Walker, Mboa Walker.
Okay.
He's also a rapper, so we did a lot of things when I was in Ghana,
Right.
yeah.
And just randomly he
good.
just said it as your beat, or you
Yeah.
made it, you wanted him specifically to say that?
Yeah, I wanted him to speak to yeah.
Okay. Because sometimes it happens spontaneous. You're not expecting it to happen. Someone just does something randomly, and other times you want someone specifically to say this and that.
No, just I just told him that yeah, I need some professional voice tag. So
Okay.
if he can do it for me,
Okay.
and
Okay.
he did,
All right. Enough said.
yeah.
All right. So track number 9. We're getting down to the wire. We got 2 more tracks left. Track number 9 is called Firewood. We're gonna jump into this track, and then we're gonna find out where people can get the tape at after this track. All right, so let's
Yes,
jump
sure.
into track number 9. This is called Firewood. This is NISPEY the homie. The beat tape is called High Life, and track
Yes,
number
sure.
9 is called Firewood. Let's get it.
Let's get it.
NISPEY did his big, boy.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. I like, as I said, I like when you incorporate the traditional sounds into the beat. It gives it a different vibe. Um,
Sure.
I was gonna ask,
Yeah.
first of all, where's the tape at? And then I wanted to get into the time. Like, how long does it take to make your beats? Is it because I know you're doing it every day? Is it like an hour you're knocking the beat out, 5 minutes you're knocking the beat out, a day you're knocking the beat out? How long does an average beat for you take to produce?
Right now, I'm making 2 beat per day. Like I'm just gonna focus myself on what I want to do on the beat.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
all right. Are you
So
mixing? Are you
it much more like 2 beat per day.
two per day? Okay. Are you
Yeah.
mastering? Are you able to master? I mean, FL has the function to master track. Are you mixing and mastering your own stuff?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, okay. And now, as far as where they can get it, where can they currently download the beat tape at?
The beat tape, when it's gonna be out, it will be on BeatStars.
Okay,
Yeah, on BeatStars and
okay.
SoundCloud.
BeatStars and SoundCloud. So look out for Nispy the homie.
Yes,
The
sure.
beat tape is called High Life.
Yes, sure.
So definitely look out for that. Incorporating a lot of native traditional sounds as well as the trap and lo-fi and whatnot. So very very dope project for what I'm hearing so far. Is it 10 tracks or you just gave me 10? Is the actual beat tape 10 or you just gave me 10 of the tracks?
Yeah, I just gave you 10 of your track
Okay.
because of the day I will add some bonus track.
Okay. All right. So you're
Yeah.
gonna get some extra tracks. Dope. All right. We're down
Yeah.
to the last track. This is called Legends Never Die, which I agree with. Legends Never Die. Any idea, any story behind why this is the last track and what this track means to you?
Yeah, this track, is a tribute to one of the iconic singer in Guinea, Morikante. Tribute to him.
Okay.
And yeah,
Okay.
just legend
Maury
never die.
Kante. This is a tribute track, and this is called Legends Never Die. Track
Yeah.
number 10. This is Nispy the homie, High Life, and representing Guinea, Senegal, Dakar, Senegal. Let's check it out. Legends
Yeah.
Never Die.
But this also a bonus track.
This one was a bonus track.
Yeah, the first bonus track.
Okay. All right. Let's check it out. Legends Never Die.
Yes, sure.
that's like a whole song. That was very dope. That's like a complete bonus. That's a dope bonus to add to the beat tape. It had that South American there's a song I'm thinking of. It's back in the day, Conga. Yeah, it's a song, it's an old school song back in the 80s called Conga. Come on
Yes.
everybody, let me do that conga. That's what that kind of reminds me of. It's like it's like a South American kind of sound. I was wondering if that's the track you made with the guys from Peru.
Yeah, yeah. It's the same type. It's the same type of beat, like
Right.
conga
Yeah.
stuff, and rumba
Right.
stuff.
Right. Okay, very dope. Well, I thank you for taking the time out, NISPEY the homie, getting a chance to chop it up. We hear the beats, we hear you in the battles, we hear you knocking
Yes,
producers
sir.
off. But it's now is a time to just kind of chop it up and understand who's the person behind the beats. You know,
Yes,
who is
sir.
he? What does he do? How did he get into production? What is his background? What's his story? So that's the chance we wanted to. That's what we wanted to do here today, is just to kind of chop it up with you and get a deeper sense of what's going on in West Africa right now, production
Yeah,
wise, music wise, and all that stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I really appreciate that opportunity. Definitely, being honest.
Most def,
You know,
most def.
yeah, yeah. And once again, thank you for having me on there.
Right.
And yeah,
We'll catch you.
taking some of your time to show all cases. Yeah.
Right. Dope. We'll catch up. We'll be in touch soon. I definitely want to hear
Yeah.
more of the stuff you have. As I said, I want to hear the full picture. So I want to hear some of your artists on your tracks so I can get the whole picture, the beats and the
Yeah.
rhymes and the music. So the whole package. But we'll definitely connect. I'll be in touch with you and we could chop it up a little bit more. But for right now, salute. Thank you for stopping through. And
Yeah, sure. Thank you too.
All
Yeah,
right,
man.
all right. We signing off, but we'll be back. This is the beat tape breakdown. We had NISPEY the homie. The beat tape is called High Life. It's gonna be available on BeatStars and you said YouTube
Yeah, YouTube and SoundCloud.
and SoundCloud. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
So
sure.
make sure you check that out. Look out for the name NISPEY the homie. Get him on IG as well. You know what I mean? And definitely download that tape when it comes out. When is it expected to be released?
I expected to release it like 11 May. 11 May.
Okay, 2 days from now. Okay,
11
so it's
yeah,
coming out in 2 days.
11th
By the
May.
time, because this is gonna be on YouTube in about 2 days. So by the time this drops on YouTube, the beat tape will also be out. So you can definitely watch this whole show, but then also go and download the beat tape as well.
Sure.
All right. So salute to all the people of Guinea, Senegal. We signing
Yeah,
off.
sure. Salute.
All right. Peace.
Yeah, all right. Peace.